Hello everybody! Do you guys know what an object is in English? Well, you very might do. But do you know what a complement is? Do you know what it does? Do you know how many types of complements we have in English? Well, this lesson helps you understand what exactly a complement is, what it does in a sentence, different types of complements in English. So in this lesson, we'll understand everything about complements. So make sure you watch the lesson until the end. It's going to be very informative. It's going to help you step up your English game. It's going to be fun as well. I'm excited as always. I know you guys are too. Let's do it. Alright everybody, now let's understand what exactly a complement is. So I want you guys to have a good look at the word complement. Complement. Something that complements. What does that mean? Something that completes the meaning of a particular thing. So a complement in English is something that complements something, that completes the meaning of a part of a sentence. Alright? So let's look at the definition. A complement is a word, can be a word or a group of words, which means it can be a phrase, a group of words, or a clause. All right, it can be a phrase or a clause. So it's a group of word, or a group of words, that could be a phrase or a clause, that completes the meaning of a part of a sentence. Look at the word complement. So it is a word, just one word, or a group of words, more than one word, right, that completes the meaning of a part of a sentence, that gives essential information about it. So it provides essential information about the part it complements, right? And if you take your complement out of the sentence will either be ungrammatical, it will become ungrammatical, or it will stop giving the same meaning. The core meaning of the sentence will change, right? So removing the complement either makes the sentence ungrammatical or changes the core meaning of the sentence. This is very important to note. Complement, it completes the meaning of a part of a sentence. That could be the subject, that could be the object, that could be a verb, that could be an adjective or something else. We'll figure that out, right? So it complements something, and the information it gives about the part is essential, is important, and you cannot take it out of the sentence. If you do, the sentence will become ungrammatical or the core meaning of the sentence will change. Let me give you some examples and make you understand. Example number 1. John is my friend. John is my friend. So my friend is a subject complement, which is giving a name to the subject John, renaming the subject. It is renaming the subject John, right? Now without it, if I take this out, now I have John is. Does it make any sense? No, it does not. So taking it out of the sentence makes the sentence ungrammatical here. John is what? My friend. So my friend is a noun phrase that is working as the subject complement because it's giving information about the subject. It's giving a new name to the subject, right? It's completing the meaning of the subject. Second example. So we here have a subject complement. Let's just call it comp. Subject complement. Second example. You made me strong. You made me strong. So strong here, which is an adjective, is telling us in what state I have become. I've gotten. You made me strong. So it's completing the meaning of the object me. You made me what? Strong. Now if I take this out, now I'm left with you made me. You made me. Now the sentence is grammatical, but it does not have a logical meaning. It does not make any sense. How can you make me? You cannot make me. So taking out the complement, the object complement from the sentence makes the sentence ungrammatical. I mean, it's grammatically fine, but it does not have a meaning. It changes the entire meaning of the sentence, right? So here, okay, let's remove this. So here, this is object complement. It's completing the meaning of the object. And here, my friend is a subject complement. It is subject complement. We'll learn all these types of complements one by one. But let's just look at these examples and understand how complements work. Example number 3. We are stunned to see him alive. We subject are main verb, linking verb. Stunned is an adjective, right? Talking about the state of the subject. We are stunned. Surprised. We are stunned. Why? To see him alive, right? So it's an infinitive phrase working as an adjective complement. Now the question is why is it working as a complement, right? See, stunned is an adjective, very clear, and to see him alive is completing the meaning of the adjective, hence it's working as an adjective complement, right? If I just say we are stunned, you have no idea why we are stunned. You do not know anything about our state. Now, if I say we are stunned because of something, which is to see him alive, now you know the reason of us being in this particular state, right? So to see him alive is an infinitive phrase that is completing the meaning of the adjective, working as a complement. Taking it out of the sentence doesn't make the sentence ungrammatical, but it does change the core meaning of the sentence, right? Fourth example, I will look after you. I will look after you. So here look after is a phrasal verb, right? So after here is a preposition which is a part of this phrasal verb. If you take this out, the meaning of the sentence will change. I will look you, it does not make any sense. It's not a grammatical sentence anymore, right? So after is complementing the verb look. So here it is a verb complement. It's a verb complement, right? Last example, put me in your, no, not in your name, put me in your group. Okay, this is incorrect. Put me in your group. So put me where? In your group. If I take this piece of information out of the sentence will not make any sense. Put me where? It does not have any meaning. So in your group is an adverbial phrase which is completing the meaning of the verb put. So it's an adverbial that is working as a complement, so we call it adverbial complement. Adverbial complement. Do not be scared, these are very easy terms, and I'll make you understand all these types of complements, what they are, how they work, how you can identify them, how you can use them, how you can differentiate them from objects, right? It'll be very easy. So let's start with all types of complements. We have 5 types of complements: subject complement, object complement, adjective complement, verb complement, and adverbial complement. It is not adverb complement, it is adverbial complement. All right, so let's start with the first one, subject complement. Look at the name, subject complement. Subject. So it's a complement, it's something that completes the meaning of the subject of a sentence. It gives information about the subject of a sentence. So a subject complement is again a word or a group of words, that could be a phrase or a clause, that either renames the subject, either renames the subject or modifies it. So a subject complement comes after a linking verb. It comes after a linking verb. First you have the subject, then you have a linking verb, right? You have a linking verb, and then comes your subject complement. Then comes your subject complement. All right. Now, it will either rename the subject, give the subject a new name, or it will modify the subject using an adjective. So when it renames the subject, it is a noun phrase, or a noun clause, because that is a name, a noun, right? And when it describes the subject, modifies it, it's an adjective or an adjective phrase, right? So let's read the definition one more time. A subject complement is a word or a group of words, phrase or clause, that either renames the subject. When it renames the subject, we call it predicate nominative, or modifies it, and when it modifies the subject, we call it a predicate adjective. It comes after a linking verb. It is very important to note that a subject complement always comes after a linking verb. It cannot come after an action verb or any other type of verb. It has to come after a linking verb. All right. Okay, let me show you what linking verbs are. Right. So a linking verb is basically a verb that links the subject to its complement. right? I have a detailed post on linking verbs. I have a video on that on my channel as well. Detailed post on my website where I've explained everything about linking verbs, right? The most common forms of linking verbs are to be form, right? To be is, am, are, was, were, right? With modal verbs, would be, should be, might be, may be, being form, is being, am being, are being form, right? Then we have some other linking verbs, to seem, to look, right? Just go through this lesson, you'll understand everything about linking verbs, okay? Now, coming back to our lesson, okay. So a subject complement completes the meaning of a subject and either renames it or modifies it. Now we have some examples without subject complements. So what we'll do is we will fill these blanks with some subject complements. Example number 1, mono is. Now if you want to complete the meaning of the subject, right, using a name, telling what mono is, renaming the subject, you'll use a noun or a noun phrase or a clause, generally a noun phrase, right? Mono is my friend. Monu is my friend. Subject complement. Monu is a doctor. Subject complement. Monu is my best friend. Right? Again, subject complement. My best friend. Monu is a great guy. Again, a subject complement. A great guy. So here I am just giving a name to the subject. Now, if I want to describe mono, modify mono, I'll use adjectives. For example, mono is amazing. Now I am describing mono, modifying it. Mono is smart. Again, an adjective. I can use adjective phrases. Mono is very fast. Mono is extremely talented. So I am now modifying the subject mono using an adjective or an adjective phrase, and this is nothing but a subject complement. So it's completing the meaning of the subject, right? Again, here it's an adjective, here it's a noun. Again, second example, my friends are great. Subject complement, adjective. My friends are dancers, noun, right, which is a name. My friends are amazing. Okay, my friends are my backbone. Again, a noun phrase, right? So completing the meaning of the subject, giving a name to the subject, right? Tina was what? Tina was a singer back in the day. A singer, a name, giving a name to the subject. Tina was my friend. Again, a name. Tina was a bully. Again, a name, right? Again, a name. Tina was rude to me in school. Rude, an adjective, right? Now notice, is, are and was are linking verbs, and these are working nothing but as a bridge. You can replace them with equal to sign. Mono equals to my friend. Mono equals to a doctor. These are not two different people, right? Mono, my friend, just one guy, right? Mono, doctor, just one guy. Mono, amazing, describing mono. So consider the linking verb as equals to sign. All right. Now, it can be a clause as well. For example, your problem is, so your problem is the subject, right? Is linking verb, main verb. Your problem is that you don't listen to anybody. You don't listen to anyone, right? Now this is a noun clause. This entire thing is a noun clause working as the subject complement, renaming the subject. So your problem equals to that you don't listen to anyone. This is your problem, right? So a subject complement can be a noun clause, but it cannot be an adjective clause. When it modifies the subject, it can just be an adjective or an adjective phrase, but it cannot be an adjective clause. Now one more thing, it can be a prepositional phrase. When it modifies the subject, it can be a prepositional phrase. For example, Rohit Rohit is in Kanpur. In Kanpur. The ball is under the sofa. Under the sofa. So in Kanpur and under the sofa are prepositional phrase, but working as an adjective, modifying the subject, right? Not modifying the subject, giving information about the subject and completing the meaning of the sentence, completing the meaning of the subject. Rohit is in Kanpur, right? So it's giving information about Rohit, talking about where he is, right? The ball is under the sofa. So a subject complement can be a noun, can be an adjective. When it's an adjective, it's a regular adjective or an adjective phrase, and it can also be a prepositional phrase working as an adjective. All right, I have a separate lesson on a subject complement. Just go through this of a very detailed lesson with a lot of examples. Whatever you need to know, you will know. All right, with a practice set as well. Okay, now let's move to the other type, object complement. An object complement, just look at the word object complement, something that completes the meaning of an object. So an object complement is a word or a group of words, as I've said, a word or a group of words, a phrase, a word or a phrase, but cannot be a clause. Can it be a clause? Yes, it can be a clause as well. I'll show you how. That comes after a direct object. Very important to note. It comes right after a direct object, identifies it, and either renames it, again the same thing, either renames it or modifies it. When it modifies it, it talks about what state the object has gotten into. All right. Again, note that a noun as an object complement renames the object. It's very simple. It's a noun, a name. So it renames the object, and when it modifies it, it's an adjective. All right. Let me show you some examples. The company just made, subject, the company, just adverb, made, verb, Ron, object, direct object. The company just made Ron. Ron what? Our team leader. The company just made Ron. Ron what? What has Ron become now? Our team leader, which is a noun, phrase. All right, it's a noun phrase telling us what Ron has become now. The company has made Ron what? Our team leader. So Ron and our team leader are not two different people. It's a name that we're giving to Ron, which is the object of the verb made. So it's completing the meaning of the object Ron, working as an object complement. If you take this piece of information out of the sentence and say the company just made Ron, now the sentence is incomplete. The company just made Ron. How can you make Ron? You cannot make a person, right? You can make a person somebody, right? You can make a person mad, you can make a person happy, or you can make a person a director of the company, a supervisor. You can make a person in a certain state, or you can give a particular position to the person, right? So the company just made Ron what? Our team leader. The students, subject, the students elected, verb, him, object, direct object. The students elected him, which is fine, which is a complete sentence, right? The students elected him as what? The class monitor. So again, him equals to the class monitor. The class monitor. Now, it can be an adjective as well. Let me show you an example. Talking to Jane, this is the subject, a gerund phrase. Talking to Jane makes main verb, me, the object, makes me what? In what state it turns me into? It makes me happy. So it's talking about the state the subject gets into while performing this action. Talking to Jane makes me happy, makes me sad, makes me disturbed, makes me shocked, makes me surprised, whatever adjective you want to use. Not all the adjectives you can use. You can use an adjective that shows your state of being. Talking to him or her makes me happy or sad. Again, I can say the company just made Ron uh, very happy. The company just made Ron sad, right? So it can be a noun or an adjective. All right, this is what an object complement is. And there are certain verbs that can be followed by an object and the object complement. You cannot use an object complement after all direct objects. That is simply not possible. There are certain verbs that can do that. So check out my post on object complements. This is the post on object complements. Just go through it. It has everything you need to know in order to master this topic, object complement. Okay. So this is what an object complement is. Now, the next complement, adjective complement. Adjective. So it's a complement that completes the meaning of an adjective. Yes, my friend. An adjective complement is a phrase or a clause. A phrase or a clause. It cannot be a word. There's a reason I haven't mentioned that it's a word. So it's always a phrase or a clause that completes the meaning of an adjective by giving more information about it. So it is something that comes right after an adjective. It is something that comes right after an adjective, right, and completes the meaning of an adjective. So the information it gives about the adjective helps the reader or readers or listeners to understand the situation better. Now, it is very important to know that without the adjective complement, the subject is still grammatical. Taking an adjective complement out of the sentence does not make your sentence ungrammatical, right? It just makes it less informative. It just takes the context out of the sentence, and you do not know the state the subject is in. You don't know the reason why the subject is in that particular state. Now let's take it this way. All right, let me show you some examples and make you understand. Now, before we do, there are three things that can function as an adjective complement. Number one, prepositional phrases. Number two, infinitive phrases. And number three, noun clauses. All these three things can function as an adjective complement. Let me show you how. Number one, infinitive phrase. Nancy was scared. Nancy was scared. Now ask the reason why. Do you know the reason why she was scared? No, you don't. Subject, linking verb, adjective. Nancy was scared. Why? To lose me. That is why she was in this particular state of being. She was scared to lose me. This is the adjective complement. This is the adjective complement, right? Completing the meaning of the adjective. Now, without it, Nancy was scared. The sentence is fine. It's grammatical, but it's taking an essential piece of information out of the sentence. And without this piece of information, the sentence does not give the same meaning it intends to give. All right. Now I can say Nancy was happy to see me. Again, an infinitive phrase, to see me. Nancy was interested or excited to work with me. Work with me. Again, an infinitive phrase. So you can use an infinitive phrase after an adjective and use it like an adjective complement. Okay. We were shocked. Second example, we were shocked. Now ask why you were shocked. You can use an infinitive phrase after this. We were shocked to see him. We were shocked to meet him. We were shocked to know that he was there. We were shocked to be called on the stage, right? Infinitive phrases. You can also use a noun clause. We were shocked when he came back to our team. We were shocked when he came back to our team. Now, this is a noun clause. Starting with a subordinating conjunction, it has the subject, it has the verb, and the rest of it. So, it's a noun clause that is giving information about the adjective, and it's giving essential information, so it is working as an adjective complement. We were shocked when he came back to our team, right? I'll give you one more example. I am elated. That means very happy. I am elated. Why? That you have come here. I am elated that you've come here. That you have come here. So I am very happy, elated. Why? What is the reason of this adjective? What is the reason of this state, me being in the state? Because you have come here, that you have come here. This is why I'm elated, very happy, right? Third, a prepositional phrase. We are happy about what happened last night. We are happy about what happened last night. We are happy. Why? Why are we happy? About what happened last night. This is a prepositional state starting with the preposition about, right? Completing the meaning of the adjective, right? We can say we are happy for you, for your achievements. Again, we are happy for your achievements, right? We're happy for your achievements, right? I have a detailed lesson on adjective complement as well. Adjective complement, check this out. Everything you need to know, you will know. All right, just go through this lesson. And I have video lessons on all these types of complements on my channel. You can go through those videos as well. All right, so this is what an adjective complement is. Just talk about the state of the person using a linking verb, and after the adjective, talk about the reason of the adjective, right? Talk about the reason why the subject is in that particular state, in that particular state of being, in that condition, using an infinitive phrase, a noun clause, or a prepositional phrase. All right. The next type of a complement, verb complement. This is very, very easy. Verb complement. So it's a complement that completes the meaning of a verb. A verb complement is usually an object. It's an object, so it comes right after the verb. That comes after a verb and completes its meaning. Without the verb complement, the sentence stops giving the same meaning and looks incomplete. So first you have the subject, then you have the verb. You can have a helping verb as well, right? Verb, and then you have the verb complement, which is basically an object of the verb, usually. Let me show you some examples and make you understand. Now, I have an example without an object, without a verb complement, which is I need. If I come to you, just imagine, if I come to you and say I need, how would you react? You will ask me what you need, right? If I just say, hey, I need, and don't finish my sentence, how would you react? You will ask me, what do you need? Complete the sentence. So I need to use something after it. I need to talk about what I need, which is the object of the verb need. So I will say, I need your money. A very typical sentence. I need your money. I don't, man. I don't need your money. I need your help. I need your help. Yeah, which I can use. Your help. I need some people. I need some people, right? I need love. Everybody needs love. I need a friend, right? So all these words are object complements. These are verb complements. These are the direct objects of the verb need, and these are completing the meaning of the verb need and working as verb complement. All right, let me show you some examples. I don't have money to spend. If I don't use this piece of information in the sentence and take it out, or let's suppose I don't have this piece of information in the sentence and I read the sentence as I don't have. Is it complete? Does it make any sense? No, it doesn't. I don't have. If I just said this to you, I don't have, you would say what? What don't you have? What do you not have? Right? Which is very natural to ask. I don't have what? I don't have money to spend, which is an object of the verb have, right? Have what? Money to spend. So it's a verb complement. It's an object completing the meaning of the verb. So it's a verb complement. All right. My friend Monu loves. Let's suppose this piece of information isn't there. My friend Monu loves what? I mean, you gotta love something, right? You just cannot love. There has to be something or somebody to love. My friend Monu loves what? Ask the question what? That what has to be there. Playing with kids. That's a gerund phrase, right? So my friend Monu loves what? Playing with kids. Now this is a complete sentence, right? So playing with kids is an object of the verb loves and working as a verb complement, completing the meaning of the verb loves, right? That example, your friends want what? If I just said your friends want, how would you react? You'll say what? What do your friends want? What? To come to my party. Your friends want to come to my party. Your friends want my money. So verb complements are generally an object of the verb. Now as an object they can be simply noun. For example, let me show you that. They can be a regular noun. Your friends want money. Your friends want money. Regular noun, right? It can be a noun phrase. Your friends want my money. Noun phrase, all right? Noun phrase. It can be an infinitive phrase. Your friends want to help me. Infinitive phrase. Infinitive phrase. It can be a noun clause as well. Your friends want that I help them. That I help them. Noun clause, right? Noun clause. It can be a gerund phrase as well, but for that we need to use a different verb. For example, your friends love. Your friends love what? Love talking to me. Love talking to me, right? This is what a verb complement is. Verb complement. I have a detailed post on my website on verb complements. Just go through this, you will know everything about verb complements, right? There's a practice set as well at the end. Try that as well. All right, now this is what a verb complement is, but it doesn't have to be an object all the time. It can be something else as well. For example, it can be a preposition. Let me give you an example. I will look into this matter personally, or I will just look into this matter. So here look into is a phrasal verb, and here into is an essential part of this verb, look into, which together means investigate, right? Now if you take this word into out of the sentence first of all will be ungrammatical. It will not have the same meaning. I will look this matter, it's not grammatical. You cannot look something, you have to look at something, look into something, look after something, right? So here into is a complement to the verb look. So into is working as a verb complement, right? So in phrasal verbs, the preposition that you have in the phrasal verbs generally work as a verb complement because it's an essential piece of information in that phrase, and taking it out of the phrase changes the meaning of the expression, and the sentence usually becomes ungrammatical, right? Let me give you one more example. For example, we are looking after his child. We are looking after his child. So look after is a phrasal verb, which means to take care. Now if you take this preposition out of this expression, it will not give the same meaning. It will be ungrammatical. We are looking his child. That is not a correct sentence, right? You cannot look a child. You can look at a child. So here after is a complement to the verb looking. So this is what a verb complement is. Generally an object comes right after the verb, right? Can be a preposition in a phrasal verb. The last type of a complement, adverbial complement. This is little tricky to understand, but it's not very complex, so I'll try to make it easy for you to understand. An adverbial complement, first of all you have to understand what an adverbial is. An adverbial is a word or a group of words that function as an adverb, that modifies a verb or an adjective or an adverb itself, but generally it modifies a verb. Adverbial. So it's a regular adverb or some other things that function as an adverb, right? So what is an adverbial complement? An adverbial complement is an adverb or any adverbial element or any adverbial, right, that completes the meaning of a verb. So it's an adverbial that completes the meaning of a verb. Since it's an adverbial and it's working as a complement, we're calling it adverbial complement. But understand it's type of verb complement because it's completing the meaning of a verb. So you can also call it a verb complement, but we generally in English we call it an adverbial complement because it's an adverbial. But understand the basic. It is a verb complement because it's completing the meaning of a verb. So we should be calling it a verb complement, but it's generally known as an adverbial complement, right? So what it does is it helps the sentence gives or renders the meaning it intends to give. The sentence wants to give. The writer or speaker wants to give, right? Let me show you some examples and make you understand. I love coming here. So here is an adverbial here, a regular adverb, right? Now, try reading the sentence without this adverbial. I love coming, which sounds wrong in a way, which I'll not talk about, but just read it. I love coming. It sounds incomplete. It looks incomplete. I love coming. Coming where? Here. So talking about the place of the action is very important. So here is an adverbial, a regular adverb, which is modifying the verb coming and completing its meaning. Why? See, understand. Without this adverbial, the sentence looks incomplete. The sentence looks incomplete. Something seems to be missing in a sentence, which is this adverbial. And since it's an adverbial and completing the meaning of the verb coming, it's an adverbial complement. Adverbial complement. Right. Second example, don't aim. Don't aim what? Don't aim, just don't aim. No, you have to aim at something or for something. So without talking about don't aim for what or at what, the sentence looks incomplete. So for a money fight is a prepositional phrase that is completing the meaning of the verb aim. Don't aim for a money fight. Do not try to get a money fight. This is what the sentence means, right? Do not aim, do not target a money fight. All right. So for a money fight is working as an adverbial complement. It's an adverbial, right? Because it modifies the verb, working as an adverb, right? It's not a regular adverb, it's an adverbial prepositional phrase working as an adverbial, and since it's completing the meaning of the verb aim, it's working as an adverbial complement. All right. Don't aim at something, don't aim for something. All right. So what comes after aim is generally an adverbial complement. All right, last example. You will get through this problem. You will get through this problem. It's actually a verb complement, get through, because it's a preposition, right? Modifying the verb get, right? But you can also say it's working as an adverb. But it's a verb complement, right? Because get through is a phrasal verb. All right, so it's a verb complement. We'll call it a verb complement. All right, let me give you another example from my website. Adverbial complement. Wait. Okay, let's take this example. Do not put me in his group. Let's take this example. All right. Do not put milk in my coffee. In my coffee. All right. So in my coffee is a prepositional phrase working as an adverbial, right? Talking about the place of the action. Put something where in my coffee. If you don't read this part, if you read the sentence as do not put milk, you will be naturally asking where should I not put milk? In my coffee. So in my coffee is an adverbial, modifying the verb put, completing its meaning, and since it's completing its meaning and an adverbial, it's working as an adverbial complement, right? So we've understood what a complement is. We've understood different types of complements in English. We've understood the subject complement, the verb complement, object complement, adjective complement, adverbial complement, how they look like, how to identify them, what they do in a sentence. I hope you've understood everything about them. Now I have a practice set for you guys. We have a couple of sentences on the screen. You guys have to find these complements in these sentences and write in the comment section. Right, you can check the answers on my website. Right, I have a post on all different types of complements where I've explained all different types of complements one by one, and at the end of the post we have a practice set as well, and we have the answers of the practice set as well, which I'll not show you. Okay, that was a glimpse, right? So do this task, check out the answers in my post, and if you have any other question, any doubt, do let me know. I'll be very happy to help. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do that. Hit the notification button so that every single time I publish a lesson, you get notified and you get to watch it right away. And to support me and help others, do share the lesson with others. And yeah, I'll see you guys very soon. Till then, keep learning, have fun. I'm out, Namaskar.